Hey guys, in this video I'm highlighting the channel Resist the Thin Blue Line. He's a big fan and follower of cop watchers and freedom fighters everywhere. So if you haven't already subbed his channel, links to his channel and this video are in the description below. Go ahead and go check it out, and if you like his content, consider giving him a sub and let him know questionable authority sent you. In this video, some cops get called to the scene where he's at. I think he's outside of his apartment. Because he's apparently talking too loud on his phone to one of his friends. So somebody called the cops on him. So there's 5 different officers that respond. I'm just going to go ahead and play the video. I might stop it a couple of times just to talk about a couple of things, but see how he uses his knowledge. And it's not even actually knowledge of the actual law of disorderly conduct they bring up. It's just how he starts questioning them using logic and then kind of questioning their ethics. So you can see how you don't even have to know the laws, but if you start questioning these order followers along this line of thinking, they're going to realize that their job isn't really a very good job. They're probably just going to leave you alone unless you're doing something really egregious that gives them a reason to hem you up. So just keep that in mind while you watch this video. Don't forget to hit the like button here, share this video with everybody you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course leave me a comment with your thoughts on this.
You can't give me the right to be a human being. I'm fine with that right. Now you can keep me from having that if you've got all the policemen and all the jobs on your side.
Well, where are those other people? Where's the witness?
Don't need to tell you that.
Okay, then there's no witness.
Shut down.
Just get out here, dude. I already know my rights. I'm on my own property. I'm not yelling.
Gotcha.
Define yelling. Do you have a thing that determines the vocals of my...
People are hearing you and calling the police on you.
Okay, where are the people? What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Miller.
Officer Miller?
Was it you?
Your favorite, Officer Burke.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't really do anything.
Are you going to keep it down? So if we get called back here, it's going to be disorderly conduct.
Okay, so there we heard it. Officer Miller just said if they have to come back, they're going to charge him with disorderly conduct. Now, disorderly conduct is one of these just kind of junk charges. It's kind of like obstructing a police officer. It's got a very low standard as far as probable cause when you go to your arraignment. Pretty much anything, the judge is going to find probable cause because the wording in the law is very vague. So I just want to read in the state of Wisconsin here what it says. The statute number for the state of Wisconsin is 947.01, and what it says for disorderly conduct is whoever in a public or private place engages in violent, abusive, indecent, profane, boisterous, unreasonably loud, or otherwise disorderly conduct under circumstances in which the conduct tends to cause or provoke a disturbance is guilty of a Class B misdemeanor. So basically what it's saying is if you're loud, if you cause a disturbance, that's what it says right there, basically, that you can be charged with this. There is some really key terms to look at, though, I just want to say. So if this conduct tends to cause or provoke a disturbance, so that's very key. Now down in here it just has some history about this with some case law, and it has the defendant was properly convicted of disorderly conduct when he appeared on stage wearing a minimum of clothing intending to and succeeding in causing a loud reaction in the audience. So, and there's a couple other examples. I'll put the link to this to the actual statute in the description below, so you guys can go look this up for yourself. But the key is the action of disorderly conduct has to cause or provoke a reaction, and that's actually the disorderly conduct, is the provoking of the reaction. So that's what you're getting charged for. So in that example, wearing a minimal amount of clothing, went out on stage. The intent of the action was to provoke the audience. So resist the thin blue line here, just being outside, talking loud on his phone, possibly even yelling in his phone. There's no intent to provoke anyone else around him into a disturbance, maybe an argument or something like that. So keep that in mind. This is a great way to kind of fight off these intimidation tactics. Like these officers that came up, they don't necessarily know the law. They're just throwing out laws out there, hoping that it's going to scare him, coerce him, or intimidate him into stopping the behavior that somebody else called in on that forced them to come out and deal with the situation. So the big lesson here is know your rights, Ask the cops questions back about their logic and how they're applying logic to the situation at hand, because usually there is no logic. It's just, well, this is what the rule says and I'm an order follower. And the other thing is, don't call the cops on your neighbors. Maybe just go have a nice, simple, relaxed conversation with your neighbor if they're being too loud. Hey, do you mind keeping it down a little bit? If that doesn't solve it, maybe then there's another recourse, but I would never call the cops, especially on your neighbors.
Oh man, that's your favorite. Okay.
So you're gonna keep it
It's
down?
okay. I got you recorded for what you just said. So you guys just came here to intimidate me.
No, like I told you, we had calls about you yelling.
So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 police officers because I was
God,
yelling.
you're getting treated like a black person.
When people call the police, somebody yelling outside, now other people can hear it. It's disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't
Just let him go.
Okay.
Just let him
call
go.
back here,
Just let him chill.
you'll be charged with that, okay?
Can you define disorderly conduct for me in the state of Wisconsin, please?
When you are yelling, you are being
I'm not
disorderly,
yelling, though.
And other people call the police on you.
Define yelling, though. My girlfriend? Do I need to do that? My girlfriend, who I think is yelling at me, isn't yelling.
So you're gonna keep it down tonight? Hey Greg, you still live in apartment 2 here?
Excuse me, sir?
You still living in apartment 2?
I don't need to answer any of your questions.
Alright.
I'm answering to this, sir. He's the one that approached me.
Still live in apartment 2?
So, you want me to keep it down. So, how many decibels?
Do you still live in apartment
So, I need to be down about 65 decibels according to the code here in Shorewood. So, do you have a decibel meter? Do you have a decibel meter? 65 decibels is what I need to be here in Shorewood. 65 decibels. Do you have a decibel meter, sir?
Greg, it's not a matter of decibels. It's if you're loud enough that other people are calling.
Okay, well, I could be whispering and that might be loud for other people.
Right, but we're still gonna have to come out and investigate.
We're being loud right now. Tell them we're being loud right now.
This is loud. This is what I've been doing. Talking just to my friend right here, just like this.
Like we said.
But you're talking to him, and he's causing the disturbance now. So should we call?
I-
Should we call on him?
So I got armed people around me because I'm talking loud.
And
Are you gonna
they're
keep it down?
talking loud to you, telling you not to talk.
Are you gonna
loud.
keep it down?
And,
Don't worry, I'll be keeping an eye on you guys all night.
okay. Alright, Greg, keep it down, okay?
How about you keep it down too? Don't be stealing people's money.
Alright, have a good night, Greg.
Who's causing more of the disturbance? Them coming to isolate the disturbance, or you making the supposed?
Hey, Kurt, what's your badge number? Yeah, all right, there we go. You learned. That's right.
What'd he say?
The other night, Kerr came up to me and he's like, "How's it going tonight?" And look at that. When you know your rights, they don't do shit. Oh man. Thanks for supporting my channel and work. Links to all the platforms you can find questionable authority on are in the description below. And there's lots of ways to help me grow and dedicate more time to this channel. Of course, links to PayPal, Dash, Bitcoin, and others are listed. But you don't have to part with your capital to support me. There are ways like downloading the privacy-minded Brave browser using my link below and using it for 30 days, or sign up for a new Hive or Steam account and earn cryptocurrency for yourself for doing what you already do on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and at the same time, I'll earn crypto for your upvotes and comments.